these people had.
Look at all these. Look at all these. Reapers, what is good? It's your boy Laser. You're know. Scary reaction, man. Let's get content. You're the top 5 scariest demons from anime. I don't know too much about anime. That's strange to scary content. If you want scary reviews, features, you subscribe to the notification bell icon. I'll stream on Twitch. I'll stream music. Let's stop sharing this video.
A lot about horror movies, SCPs, and cosmic horror quite a bit on this channel. Well, super scary and awesome. It's not often that we get to show some love to the medium that has consistently taken horror to previously unknown places, anime. The Japanese animation art form has been delivering on some really awesome and terrifying ideas in ways that traditional filmmaking and storytelling can't. Sometimes series that don't usually have horror elements can get crazy scary too. Hello horror heads and welcome back to Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your horror host, 𝐭𝐤𝐬, and today we are counting down the top 5 scariest demons from anime.
There we go!
Before we get started, make sure to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want more scary content. Let's go. Coming in at number 5, we've got Nago the Boar Demon from Princess Mononoke. Please refrain from making any feral hog jokes, okay? This is serious business. For real though, have you ever seen a boar up close? They've got those nasty tusks and they'll try to kill and eat all sorts of stuff. But we're not talking about real boars right now, are we? No, we're talking about Nago the Boar God. Imagine a boar 10 times larger than a regular one. Okay, now, add hatred.
Why are you talking like you're on 6?
And rotting flesh and maggots.
I can't stand the way this guy sounds.
Still with me? Now, imagine, if you would.
I remember seeing this one video like these maggots. They already talk about it, like not like see it. There's like this Twitter video of this like girl getting fucked and like maggots came out of her anal hole. It was nasty.
What you would do if something like that ran straight at you, eyes aglow? Would you stand and fight? Would you run away? Nah, let's be real. You'd probably crap your pants. A creature like that is exactly what Prince Ashitaka went up against at the beginning of Princess Mononoke. Originally the leader of a boar clan, he led his fellow creatures in fighting off humans from Irontown as they tried to take over the mountainside. These efforts were successful for a while but came to a stop when Lady Eboshi brought her riflemen along. The boar could not stand up to the power of the rifles and Nago was shot by Eboshi. The iron ball stayed within his flesh, corrupting him from the inside. As his flesh rotted, the great boar's rage increased alongside his fear of death until he became a demon god. Rampaging along the countryside, he was a writhing mass.
Look at that. Bro has like a fucking mop as his head. Look at this goober, bro. Bro's got a fucking mop as his head. Goober.
Of hatred, destroying everything he came in contact with. At this point, he looked similar to a giant spider with masses of worms crawling all over its flesh. Not a pretty sight. In addition to being hideous, stinky, and massively destructive, Nago also found a way to concentrate all of his negative feelings towards humans into a powerful curse. In his final battle with the prince, he infects the human leader with a touch, dooming him to die slowly from the curse mark. Nago's dying words promised the human race.
Look at this snowy piggy. He's even that death stare. I made a song on death stare.
Similar fate to his own, full of hatred and regret. His physical form and intense hatred are scary enough on their own, but when you think about how he came to be, it's even more unsettling. If left alone, the boar probably would have carried on and lived a normal life. But humans came along with their corrupting influence and transformed him into something he hated. Underneath the tragic story of Nago lies a message about how humans treat the environment, and it rings especially true today. Soon enough, we might find Nago-like creatures in the biomes that we've invaded. Are you ready to face down a boar demon? Coming in at number 4, we've got angels from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, yes, they're called angels, not demons, but the way they act is definitely not angelic. As descendants of Adam with a genetic code 99.98% similar to humans, these guys are massively destructive beings that must be systematically destroyed by nerve. Humans who have cast aside form, they develop...
Right, anime arts. Oh man, the art for anime be so good. So unique. Oh, look at these clouds. I think I made... Oh, she can get it. Is she legal? 13, that's legal, right? Look at this mustache. Imagine having a mustache. I have a little beard going. Ooh. Yeah.
Up until a certain point as humanoid entities before undergoing spontaneous metamorphosis into adult form. Some are vaguely humanoid in shape, while others can take on the forms of insects, geometric beings, and even fourth dimensional shadow bodies. It's hard to determine the angels' motivations, as the clues regarding this are ambiguous and varied throughout the series. Some say they are looking to make contact with Adam, which could bring on a third impact and destroy mankind. Others hypothesize that the angels are looking to access Lilith and reset all life. Not having clear objectives makes them all the more unpredictable, which is a pretty scary thought. Ultra powerful beings that we don't understand, possibly looking to contact their progenitor and end all human life? Oh boy. Speaking of powers, these things have plenty. From
is this like a ultra red cum blaster? Is that like a tsunami? Oh, that's just a mountain. Duh. Anime, bro? Oh man, anime. I ain't no anime geek lord, but like, damn, art for anime, I could just drool over this for hours, man. I could just drool over this for hours. Hope y'all enjoying the content. We're here for a slow but for a show.
AT, or absolute terror fields, that allow them to create force fields, levitate, and jump huge distances, to exploding cores and energy projection, angels are nothing to mess with. Plus, most seem to be capable of regeneration, making them even more difficult to kill. On top of the existential threats the angels pose, there are some moments in the show that are genuinely chilling. I won't get too deep into these moments here and now, but if you know, you know. It's hard to say if Shinji and company ever really had a fighting chance. In our number 3 spot, we have Jinmen from Devilman. So we'll jump from very existential threats to extremely—
ooh, what the fuck? Look at those sharp— ooh. Oh, he's got possessed eyes. Ooh, these are the monsters I would see in my closet. Ooh, nice.
Personal ones. Enter
I can't
Jinmen.
stand this narrator. He's like my least favorite.
A depraved, sadistic, repulsive, perverse turtle monster. This demon revels in the suffering of humans so much so that he will eat them alive instead of allowing them to die before consuming them. This quirk of his also allows him to psychologically torment others as well. He does this by storing his victims' still living faces on the back of his shell after eating them. The faces still retain sentience and they know that they've been eaten. This is actually based on a Japanese folktale known as Jinmenso, where face-shaped sores will appear all over a human's body and cause extreme pain unless they're fed. I don't even want to imagine that. Trypophobia has never seemed so scary. Jinmen compares the faces on his shell to tattoos and wears them with great pride. It's also a useful combat scare tactic, as he can use the relationships these people have.
Look at all these. Look at all these. This looks like that fucking that one. You know what this gives me vibes of? This gives me vibes of that one SpongeBob episode. You know, like that where they get trapped in like that bubble gum, that big ass bubble gum at the end, bro. Like is this the same one I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of a different one. No, this ain't the same one. I'm thinking of that one where like you know where Patrick or SpongeBob got morphed with, like, was it Squidward? They got like, it was like conjoined twins basically. It was like based off of that. And then like at the end, like the thing that heals them or whatever, it like made like a bunch of like them like mushed together. It was the nastiest thing ever.
To his advantage.
You know what
Upon hearing the screams of loved ones, anyone who wants to stand against Jinmen will have to think twice. If they kill him or damage his shell, that person is gone forever. I elaborated on his cruelty earlier, and I might even go as far as to say he has no redeeming qualities at all. He is devious and will work with other demons until they are no longer useful to him. This guy gives me the creeps. On top of all the terrible traits, he is also quite strong. His shell and rough skin make him durable, so he can pick up full-grown humans in one hand. He's also got the ability to burn flesh with the palm of his hand, and he can eject flames from his shell. A pizza-eating teenage mutant ninja turtle, he is not. Coming in at number 2, we've got Lil Slugger from Paranoia Agent. Also known as Bat Boy, this little guy packs quite the punch as the primary antagonist in Paranoia Agent. Appearing as a young baseball player on gold roller skates, he uses a bent baseball bat to attack people all over Tokyo, all while evading capture. At first, his attack—
Bro thinks he's fucking Negan. Get the Lucio, bro. Get Lucio.
seem random, but soon it is hypothesized that they're all connected. He will only attack people in crisis, and the violent assaults seem to actually lead to an improvement in the life of the victim. One of the detectives pursuing Lil Slugger learns this and is convinced that the bat-wielding assailant is a supernatural force. The detective becomes obsessive and broadcasts a war—
Does he got a hockey stick? Oh, that's a bat, right? Looks like a hockey stick, double hockey stick. Y'all ever just Put double hockey sticks up your anal hole. It looks like a fucking crackhead in like an alley in New York. I'm a crackhead, guys.
Warning to the people of Tokyo, which exacerbates the public's fears. As fear rises, the attacks increase. Truth and fiction are blurred, and Lil Slugger becomes an incredibly powerful urban legend. Luckily, the detectives eventually confront the person who was attacked first for more details. This girl is the creator of a popular dog mascot named Moromi, whose popularity seems to be rising in tandem with the notoriety of Lil Slugger. It's revealed that Moromi is actually based on a real puppy she had as a kid. She accidentally dropped the leash and the puppy ran into traffic where it was killed. Instead of taking responsibility, she invented the bat-wielding, skate-wearing puppy killer. Lil Slugger is a paranormal figment of this girl's guilt and fear, brought to life by her need to escape her responsibilities. It was made even more powerful through the fear of the general public. In the end, she confesses the truth and accepts her guilt, defeating Lil Slugger. So it ties up real nicely at the end of the anime, but imagine if the detectives never went back to question her. She would have held on to that guilt for her entire life, and Lil Slugger...
Ooh. Hockey stick. Boogers. Y'all just put your fingers up your fucking nose. You know what I'm saying?
Would have just become more and more powerful. And if she can manifest some omnipresent roller skating people basher, imagine what other people could come up with. Not everyone is as meek as a mascot designing teenager. Coming in at number 1, we've got Pride from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Of course our number 1 spot is going to this disgusting little monster. Pride is the most powerful of the 7 homunculi and father's second in command. On the surface, this shadow bastard appears to be a sweet and cheerful...
bro. There's something, I made like a whole phobia off of this. I love eyes. Look at all these. Ooh. Look at those glowing red laser eyes.
Child, but that's just a facade. Beneath his rosy cheeks and little spiky bowl cut lies a ruthless, sadistic, and resourceful killer. The childlike shell is just a container for the real shadowy body full of dark tendrils, tentacles, mouths, and red eyes. The shadow can expand wide enough to cover an entire city and is impervious to conventional harm. He's also in full control of its shadow wherever it spreads, allowing him to see, hear, and manipulate anything that falls under that darkness. On top of the immediately obvious dark powers, Pride also has the abilities of all of its siblings. It can cut through anything, remains invulnerable, can shapeshift and manipulate, can devour and
I made a song called Shape-Shifting Entities, go check it out.
Assimilate others and their powers. Talk about a crazy power level, huh? All of these abilities under the control of a cold and calculating child seems pretty horrifying, right? Pride's personality can be summed up by its name as well. It is the incarnation of arrogance, only caring for itself. It'll kill with indifference and rid itself of allies as soon as it can. But beneath that pristine veneer of pride lies anger, bloodlust, and a desire.
Look at all these eyes. Blast me.
For vengeance. Nothing good.
Vengeance. Dude, anime, bro, like, just like fights, man. Oh, they solo the entire universe. Ooh, so interesting. So interesting indeed. They solo my fucking pee-pee. By the way, y'all ever just put bets on anime characters? Y'all ever just bet on who's gonna nut all over the finest ones? Come at me, Sensei. Bring it on. Let me get butt naked.
Good can come from that combination. And that caps off our list of scariest anime demons. I know it was sort of surface level.
Okay, so this was a video. Enjoyed it. Which one of those demons from anime was most interesting to you?